Great job, fellas. Giving us time. One play at a time, all right? One play at a time. Good work.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Fireside Giants. I'm your host, Anthony Rivardo, and today I'm going to be breaking down some film on New York Giants rookie wide receiver Jalin Hyatt. Now, in week 2, he was the catalyst to winning the game. The Giants came back in the second half. They started off that second half with a big deep shot down the middle of the field to Jalin Hyatt, one of 2 huge plays that he made in the game. He finished the game with 2 catches for 89 yards, proving to be the big play threat that the New York Giants have been seeking for a very long time. And in today's episode, I'm going to go ahead and break down those 2 plays, how they were made, what the play call was, what the coverage was, and what Jalin Hyatt did to make those plays happen, as well as Daniel Jones and even Darren Waller. You'll see the impact of the New York Giants' new tight end on one of those plays as well. So it's going to be interesting. Stay tuned, dive into this film and take a look at it with me. But before we dive into it, make sure to leave a like if you do enjoy this episode. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Ring the bell so you don't miss an episode, and comment your thoughts on Jalin Hyatt down below in the comment section. And make sure to go ahead and follow us on all of our social media channels at Fireside Giants. But without further ado, let's go ahead and break down this film. All right, let's first break down this game-changing 58-yard completion to Jalin Hyatt at the start of the second half. On this play, the Giants are running a route concept that I really like called the Yankee. We've seen them run this concept before, however, they usually haven't taken the deep shot on this play in the past. On this play, Daniel Jones is given 2 options. On the left side of the field, Hyatt is running a deep post route, but on the right side, Darren Waller is running the deep over. In the past, you would see the Giants use this play to set up the deep over while the deep post just pulls a single high safety out of position. But now, with Hyatt in the lineup and with Darren Waller being such a presence over the middle of the field, this play creates a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses. The Cardinals are in a cover 3 zone with a single high safety, meaning that the Giants have the perfect play dialed up for a big gain. But this is a different variation of cover 3 where the Cardinals are bracketing the coverage so that the outside zone defender is actually double covering Darren Waller if he goes across the middle of the field. You'll notice the corner shift to the middle of the field to take away Waller on the over route. Daniel Jones' read here is the single high safety. If the safety bites down and takes away Waller's route, Jones knows to look for the post and send it over top. Because Waller is such a presence in the middle of the field, the safety does bite down to double cover him. Hyatt, with such elite speed, has nothing but real estate in front of him, blowing past the cornerback on the outside and going deep past the center fielding safety. Jones makes the right read and sends a huge deep bomb down the middle of the field to hit Jalin Hyatt for a huge gain. This is a play that wouldn't have worked for the Giants last year. Last season, they didn't have anyone with this kind of speed to get over the top of a defense. They also didn't have a reliable receiver to pull that single high safety away into the middle of the field, but they do now with tight end Darren Waller. Between Waller commanding attention in the middle of the field and Hyatt having more than enough elite speed to blow past any safety or any cornerback, this is becoming a deadly play for the New York Giants. Next, let's break down this 31-yard completion to Jalin Hyatt later in the second half. The Giants come out in 12 personnel and call max protect, where they block all offensive linemen and tight ends to keep 7 pass blockers in protection. Daniel Jones then calls Darius Slayton into motion, which then reveals that the Cardinals are in man coverage as the defensive back follows him across the line of scrimmage. Despite being in a cover 2 shell pre-snap, the Cardinals are actually running a cover 1 man coverage. As soon as the ball is snapped, the safety begins to crash down, revealing that the team is really in a single high defense. Jones fakes the handoff to Barkley, and this play is made by the play action. As Barkley goes left, the entire defense follows him. The Giants are running a 3-man route concept called snag. This concept sends a running back into the flat, an outside receiver across the middle of the field, and an inside receiver on a corner. This concept is designed to stretch a defense out horizontally, creating open throwing windows on the sidelines. As Jones drops back to pass, notice the huge clean pocket that he has to step into on his right side. Because of the play action to the left, the Giants have essentially taken 3 rushers out of the equation, leaving them with a 2-man rush to protect on the right side. The tight ends double team the backside rusher, leaving Evan Neal one-on-one with a down lineman to make the play. Neal does just enough to give Jones a clean pocket to step into and deliver an accurate ball on the outside to Jalin Hyatt. Now, rewinding this play, take a look at how Jalin Hyatt runs this route to get himself open. When running these corner routes, it's crucial for the receiver to run the stem straight toward the cornerback and make him guess which way you're going. After already making a big play on a post route earlier in the game, the opposing cornerback was afraid to let that happen again and oversold toward the inside. At the top of the route though, notice how Hyatt looks like he's breaking inside. This gives him leverage to turn the corner around and break to the outside, stacking on top of the cornerback and boxing him out for a nice jump ball completion. This is a beautifully ran route by Hyatt and an even better finish to the play as he goes up, high points the ball, and brings it in for a huge gain. Jalin Hyatt received heavy criticism in the pre-draft process, being touted as a speed guy who struggles to run routes and can't win at the catch point. On this play, he proved every single one of those criticisms false. He ran a clean corner route to manipulate the cornerback out of coverage and then went up and made a tough contested catch for a huge gain in a critical moment of the game. So as you can see from those two breakdowns, Jalin Hyatt, game changer. The New York Giants have been searching for this kind of vertical speed, elite speed in their offense for some time now, and they finally have it. But not only that, they have that deep speed from Jalin Hyatt, but they also have that really reliable receiver in the middle of the field in Darren Waller, who can open things up for one of those vertical guys like a Jalin Hyatt. For what it's worth, we saw Darius Slayton get open deep a couple times, didn't get any of those deep receptions, a couple miscues there between he and Daniel Jones, but they'll happen. And a lot of that's going to do with the fact that Darren Waller is out on the field, soaking up double teams, pulling safeties away and creating those deep shots for guys like Jalin Hyatt and Darius Slayton. So it's going to be really interesting to see how the season unfolds. Jalin Hyatt could be an X factor though this year, especially with Saquon Barkley dealing with an injury right now. The Giants trying to gain some momentum after that win in week 2. Jalin Hyatt might be that catalyst to success for them for the rest of the season. We could see an awesome breakout rookie campaign from this third-round pick, and I'm really excited. Of course, I'm going to continue to break down the film on Hyatt as the games go on, but I want to hear who you guys want me to break down next in the comment section down below. So make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy this episode, subscribe to the channel if you are new, ring the bell so you don't miss an episode, comment your thoughts on this episode down below, and also tell me who you want me to break down in the next episode, and I will go ahead and do that. But make sure you go ahead and give us a 5-star review on Apple or Spotify if you listen to our episodes there, and please follow us on all of our social media channels at Fireside Giants. Without further ado, I will catch you all in the next one. Have a good one, and let's go Giants.